Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Let's get right to it. Now, today we're going to talk about why sex appeal is king, why that beats looks maxing. Now, we all know we live in a time where people are looks maxing like crazy. Guys are doing the most to look better so they can, feel better about themselves and to attract more women. But realistically, they're doing this to attract more women. But one thing a lot of guys are lacking for real is sex appeal. Now, what is sex appeal? Sex appeal has a lot to do with the non-physical, the way you move your body, the way you make eye contact, your energy, the that rhythm in your steps when you're walking, the rhythm when you're saying those sentences as you're communicating, that bass in your voice. Like, not to sound like super deep, but like you just tap into your natural depth of your voice. You speak from the diaphragm, you speak calmly, you speak with authenticity, you speak from your core, from your inner core, from your heart, and you say like what it is. Like, it's your energy, it's your raw, authentic energy. And on top of like your raw, I guess, your physical features that creates those like raw lustful desires. So it has a mixture of your looks on top of your energy and the way you carry yourself. All that relates to sex appeal. Now, a lot of guys, like, they look good, like, to be honest. Like, nowadays everyone's big on self-improvement, self-care, which is great. Everyone's hitting the gym, but a lot of guys, they don't know how to properly communicate, how to just stay relaxed. They're way too fidgety. They're way too caught up in their head. They have, attention disorders. They're on their phone too much, and they speak way too fast. They don't calm down. Their nervous system is all messed up. Now, I'm not a master of this myself. This is something I'm actively working on, trying to be more grounded and trying to be more chill, laid back. Like, I'm naturally pretty laid back myself, but I want to be more in that calm state, like, no matter where I am. That's what I'm working towards. And it's easier said than done. It's not that easy. Like, you do have to put in the work through meditation, journaling, and like letting go of stuff that you've been holding on to for too long, because those suppressed emotions, those suppressed energies, they do impact the way you live your life, the way you speak to people. So that's why, like, it's important to work on not just on your physical appearance. Like, yes, like, build your best physique, build your best body. Shout out to Rom Wills. He's the master of body game. He basically, like, set up the whole trend and influenced so many content creators to talk about body game and share this message, because it is important. It's important to build your best body, to look the best that you can. It's very important to do that, because you want to have that, like, the raw desire from women. You know what I'm saying? Like, if if that's, I know most guys want that and wants that. For real, they do want that. And if they say, like, they're constantly doing it for themselves, like, yeah, that's cool, bro, but we know you want more women, so let's keep it a buck. So you wanna master your energy, whatever your type of energy is. Are you more nonchalant? Are you more, you're more just of a socially extrovert by nature? You want to master whatever it is that's your strengths. You want to just master it. You want to tap into that. That's going to play a lot into your sexual energy. You're controlling your sexual energy. And that's a big thing, because, like, the guy who has his lust, who embraces it, he doesn't see his lust as a bad thing. He doesn't let that ruin him. He has that under control. He disciplines himself, and he's able to utilize that lust in a healthy way when he's meeting women, when he's talking to women. He gives off a completely different energy than most guys. He gives off, like, such a rare energy that women just gravitate towards him. They just don't know, this guy, he may not even be my type. This is not the type of guy I normally go for, but something about him is just, he's just so hot. Like, that's how they're gonna perceive you as. And another idea that I wanted to share with you guys is that a lot of guys feel very insecure about their race. They feel very insecure about this, and that. Like, oh, she, you know, she doesn't like this type of guy, that type of guys. I say, like, yo, fuck all that shit. Become a race nullifier. Become a race nullifier. So, like, improve on yourself on every aspect of the way. Not give a fuck at all. Whatever a girl has a preference of, like, yeah, she might have a preference for X type of guys, or insert this race here, like whatever, like, you know, white, black, yellow. It doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't freaking matter at all. Become so good that it's just like, yo, you shock them. They're like, yo, I'm not used to your, like, your thing. Like, become that good. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna lose your life. At some point, we're gonna lose this. So this moment is all we got. So let's make it the best moment that we can possibly be. And first way to do that is to become the best version of ourselves and not caring like what people's preferences are. Like, if you like somebody, you go up to them, talk to them, and see where that can lead to. Like, you don't have to, you know, shoot yourself out just because, you know, you've been told that they like or they have a preference for specific type of, you know, a specific type of race or a guy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So, like, yes, it does matter because, like, yes, like, people do, I'm sorry to say this, but, like, people do judge. We live in a superficial world, and with social programming, conditionings, people will perceive you in a certain way based off your race. Upon initially meeting, they'll have those, like, pre-assumptions about you, but then you just don't care. You own who you are, and you just give off. And when you have sex appeal, it doesn't matter what your race is. Like, you're gonna pull, you're gonna attract, and you're gonna keep attracting nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real talk, because a lot of guys feel insecure about that, and it's something, like, when you just, like, when you're so dial in into just bettering who you are and just own who you are, it gets way easier. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. This whole day was, like, super gloomy. Now it's getting a little bit of, you know, the sunshine a little bit, so that's good. But that's all I got right now. I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.